Once upon a time, in the delightfully daft village of Whimsiville, there lived a chicken named Chuck. Chuck was no ordinary chicken. While other chickens spent their days contentedly pecking at the ground and gossiping about the latest worm sightings, Chuck had a dream, a wildly improbable dream he wanted to fly. One sunny morning, Chuck waddled over to the village inventor, a hilariously eccentric old man named Mr. Wibble. Mr. Wibble had invented many things: a self-toasting bread slicer, which usually burnt the bread, a reversible umbrella perfect for getting soaked from all directions, and even a bicycle that could float on water, but not on land. Chuck was convinced that Mr. Wibble was his ticket to the skies. Mr. Wibble, Chuck clucked, puffing out his chest feathers. "I want to fly. Can you help me?" Mr. Wibble scratched his head, producing a comical squeaking sound, because he always wore a rubber cap for reasons only known to him. "Fly, you say? That's a tall order for a chicken. But why not? Let's give it a whirl." The following weeks were a blur of feathers and flops. Mr. Wibble designed wing extensions that made Chuck look like an overgrown butterfly, a jetpack powered by soda fizz which sent Chuck spinning uncontrollably, and even a parachute made of old newspapers, which unfortunately doubled as birdcage liners. The entire village watched in gleeful amusement, their days brightened by the sight of Chuck zooming around with various contraptions strapped to his feathery behind. One fateful day, Mr. Wibble revealed his masterpiece, a giant slingshot. "This will launch you into the sky, Chuck. Once you're up there, flap those wings and believe. Or at least aim for something soft." The villagers gathered in the town square, eagerly clutching their sides in anticipation of another hilarious spectacle. They held their breath as Chuck climbed into the slingshot's pouch, his heart racing with excitement and maybe a touch of dread. Mr. Wibble pulled back the sling, his face turning beet red with the effort, and with a mighty whoosh, Chuck was launched into the air. For a glorious moment, Chuck felt the exhilarating rush of flight. He flapped his wings with the ferocity of a blender on high, squawking with a mix of terror and triumph. The wind roared past him, and for those fleeting seconds he was a flying chicken, the stuff of poultry legends. Then, inevitably, gravity remembered its job and pulled Chuck back to reality. He plummeted towards the earth, aiming straight for a conveniently placed, and rather fragrant, pile of manure. The villagers winced and then burst into laughter as Chuck emerged from the muck, a bit dazed but beaming with pride. "I flew," he clucked triumphantly, bits of straw and, well, other things sticking to his feathers. "Well, sort of, Mr. Wibble said, chuckling and wiping a tear from his eye. "You did better than I expected, my brave little bird brain." From that day on, Chuck became Whimsiville's honorary flying chicken. While he never managed to stay airborne for more than a few seconds, his comical attempts brought endless laughter and joy to the village. And every time someone doubted themselves, they'd remember Chuck and say, "If a chicken can fly, even for a moment, then I can certainly give it a go." And so the village of Whimsiville was filled with dreams, laughter, and the occasional flying, or more accurately, falling chicken. And that, my friends, is how Chuck the chicken became a legend, manure and all.